So first thing first, as we always do, we're just gonna take a moment with our feet grounded. I'm wearing shoes. Shoes are not absolute, although, you know, I like to have a little support underneath my feet if I'm doing any jumping, so that might be helpful information for you. 5 blocks of work. We'll go through cardio, strength, core, back to strength, and finishing with cardio. I'll always give modifications for any jumping. Okay, so shake it all off. Maybe nod your head a little bit. I'm noticing my neck these days has been kind of funky, so just kind of move things around there. And let's just take a deep breath in together. Reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale the arms back down to the sides. Good. Lift a knee, lift the other knee, and walk your way over to your playlist. We're going to do this thing. So hitting play in 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Once you've hit play, we're going to come back to our space. And again, if you're not using my playlist, that's fine. If you are using my Spotify playlist and it shuffles around, that's okay too. So it's not a big deal. All right. Happy Monday. We're going to start with our feet wide apart. Drop into a squat. Give me a knee and a twist. Return. Drop into a squat, knee, twist, and return. Squat, knee, twist. Let's make it a little more fluid. Squat, knee, twist. Squat, knee, twist. I'm actually using my hand to assist the knee, lifting up into my torso. The opposite arm is reaching to the back corner. Good, let's do 2 more. Last one. Roll those shoulders back. Bring your feet just a little bit wider apart. Drop into a low squat. Rise up, roll those shoulders back. Go slow. Drop into that low squat. Rise up. Good. Ready to cross punch. Cross to the right and the left. I'm pivoting off my heel to twist my full torso, hips and shoulders included, right to left. Maybe I look towards the sides of the room for 4, 3, 2, plant the feet again. Cross up, cross in front, cross underneath, cross in front, cross up, cross in front, cross beneath, cross in front. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come on down to your mat. So we're going to be in a kneeling position here. I'll show you this head on. From the kneeling position, I'm going to lean to my right, lean to my left, place the hands on the floor, kick and kick. Do it again. Lean to the right, lean to the left, hands come to the floor, kick and kick. One more time. Lean to the right, lean to the left, hands come to the floor. I'll show this to you from the side. Kick with one leg, kick with the other leg. Good. From there, come on down to the forearms. Shift back to plank position and breathe. I'm just going to hold my plank for 8 seconds. Dome your back away from you. See if you can rise the belly button up. So I'm actually creating a cat spine with my back body. 4, 3, 2, knees come down. Shift the weight forward. So now you're on your seat. I know it's difficult to see me with black on black. Hands behind the hips. Right leg lifts up. And then the left leg lifts up. Make sure you're sitting up tall, nice and slow. We've got about a minute left on the warm-up, a little bit less. But what we're trying to do is activate our quads. So flex that foot and switch. One more time. Flex and lift, other leg, and switch. Good. Slide the legs behind you, rise to stand. We're going to find some single leg balance on the right foot. I just want you to find that single leg balance, little bend of the knee. My heel is down, my toes are down. I'm just finding the single leg balance. 3, 2, switch the legs. Stand yourself all the way up. Just because I'm on the single leg doesn't mean I have to move fast. I can move a little slower, a little deeper. Finishing in 3, 2, and 1. Let's finish with some little hamstring curls or a boxer shuffle, or it could just be a march in place. Whatever feels good to you. You're done in 10, Yes, looking good, team. 3, 2, all right, here we go. We start into our first block of 5, 4 movements, 45 seconds each, squat with an alternated knee. Here we come. We go into that squat, knee drive, squat, knee, squat, cross your knee. So I'm starting out my cardio portion with something that's low impact, and I'm working in 2 different planes, right? Squatting straight down in the sagittal plane, but getting the knee twist and upper body twist in the transverse plane. We've got a lot of single-sided things today, so take it at your pace. Move well. Good, team. Single leg raise into a pivot drop. So I'm going to find my balance on my left leg rather. I'm going to lift my knee up, drop into a squat and pivot. Knee, pivot. Knee driver, pivot. Just on the right. So if the mat is like kind of hindering you from finding your balance on your feet, you can always just move it out of the way. I like it because then you can see my feet a little bit better. Let's add a little more. Elbow to knee. Elbow to knee. I'm pivoting off that back foot. You've got 8 seconds to go on the right. Next exercise, it's on the left. 2 and 1. Knee raise, pivot. Knee raise, pivot. Reach the arms, cross the arm. Reach, cross. You got it. You got it. Are you breathing? Good, you're halfway there. What I like about the cardio portion in the first block is it's really meant to get you ready for the rest of the workout, and it's not going to exhaust you, hopefully. You know, obviously, you're working. This is 3. We're going to find a box or shuffle or a march in place together right here. So option, I march or I shuffle, okay? Arms up, forward, down, forward, up, forward, down. You're probably like, which arm goes on top? Don't worry about it. Just do a cross. If you can remember to alternate the arm in front, cool. If you can't, you're moving. That counts. Baby steps, right? Total Bill Murray moment. So if it's too much impact, I could sidestep and put the focus on the arms. Arms are driving back, punching forward. A lot of chest, a lot of back body. That is time. Okay, so if you're looking for a little more, get a little deeper into these pivots and cross rotations. If you need to dial it back, go slower. Focus on one element at a time. We're going to do that again in 5 seconds. So just take a moment. Breathe in. We start with the squat knee. 2 and 1 alternate your side. So squat, knee cross. Squat. Squat. Showing this to you from the side, I think it's super helpful. I'm dropping to my hips. I'm crossing my torso. Cross. Reach across. Reach across. Could I make it a kick? Sure, sure. But if you feel like you're already, there's already enough on your plate, maybe just do what's up, right? Squat and cross. 15 seconds. We will not see this sequencing again. Yes, chest is lifted. I want you to see behind your back for 3, 2, 1. Balance on the right. Left knee rise, squat, pivot, rotation. Knee, knee, elbow, reach, drop, reach. Showing this to you from profile positioning. I come up, I pivot. I come up, so good for ankle mobility. The ankle joint is meant to mobilize. It's good for you to prevent injury and get full range of motion pain-free. Switching sides in 2 and 1, going head on again. Knee of the right, pivot cross. Knee of the right, or maybe it's your left, maybe you're doing a mirror image with me. Just make sure you're not doing the same leg you just did. Pick it up, cross and crush. Elbow, boom. Driving into that thigh muscle of your right. We have one more thing left. In block number 1, you're gonna get a 60-second recovery, 10 more seconds. Pivot, drop, reach, get those arms. 2, 1, done. Okay, good work. In your next block of work, while you're in recovery, let's all grab a sip of water. You'll need your single dumbbell, and that is it. You don't even need your mat. So there's that, okay? I'm using that 12. Let me demonstrate for you while we're still in recovery. You have about 20 seconds. First activity, weight starts in the shoulder of the right. I have an overhead military press. I'm gonna hinge and give me a narrow row. Same thing, overhead military press, and then I do the other side. Okie dokie, that's exercise 1 and exercise 2. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Overhead press, hinge at the waist, back is flat, narrow pull. Rise it back up. You don't have to move your feet, I'm just showing you different angles. Neck nice and long. Single arm press or a push motion. Single arm narrow row, which is a pull motion. So we're combining push and pull. Nice team. Y'all, you got about 20 more seconds. I said that just a little late on this side. Boom. And yes, I'm realizing I forgot an exercise in your first block. I too am a human, and we're just gonna work, okay? This is 2, 1, switch your sides, moving to the left. It's gonna be a wide grip, overhead press, hinge at the waist, 1 narrow row. For me, I like holding my hip or arm can be out to the side. And if you need a little support on your back, maybe you just hold your back body. Rise to stand, press, slow return to that shoulder, hinge at the waist, 1 narrow pull. I know, RIP boxer shuffle with the arms, good news. We're gonna do plenty more cardio, I promise you that. Yes. Stand it up tall, squeeze your seat as you press over the head. We're done in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so keep the weight in both hands. Give me a reverse lunge. Once you've reverse lunge, sit it up tall. Tap the left shoulder, tap the right shoulder, return and switch. I come back, tap the right, tap the left, return. Showing this to you from a profile position. Reverse lunge, tap, tap. Reverse lunge, tap, tap. If you can remember, and all good if you can, you're tapping the opposing shoulder of the moving leg. So left leg, right to left. How could I make this harder? I lift it up higher. 2 and 1. Last bit of strength. Ooh, this one's tough. Okay, so I'm gonna find my chair pose here. My weight starts behind my head. Push towards the front of the room. I'm gonna show this to you from the side. Body in this like zigzagged position. If it's too much to press over your head, turn it behind your back and extend your elbows behind you. So option 1 is the overhead. Option 2, I'm extending that weight behind me. A lot easier on the shoulders if your shoulders are burned out. 2, and 1. So if you drop your weight, just get your foot out of the way. Pro tip. Okay. We're going to do all that strength work again. We doing okay? Right? We're going to start on the left arm. Very quick. Just take a body scan. How are you balancing on your feet? Do you tend to shift your weight to a side and see if you can correct any sort of that imbalance? All right, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Overhead press, hinge at the waist, 1 narrow pull. Come back up, overhead. So it's a narrow pull and a wide press. Palm in, palm forward. Yep, showing this to you from the side. Hinge, rack, press. Notice what's going on in your back. If you're pressing and you look like this or you feel like that, maybe just take a moment and check in. How are you doing with your back, and can you brace the navel? Good, this is 4, 3, 2. Switch it over to the right arm. Check in on your stance. We start with our overhead press, single arm. There we go. And press it up. And hinge and pull towards the ceiling. Try to get your weight all the way outside the rib cage. And I could make this harder. How? Deeper hinge. More pressure on my spine to pull that weight up. Good. Good news. You got 8 seconds to go. And we'll be done with this rowing. We're going to move into that alternated reverse lunge. So hands on your dumbbell right in front of your chest. Reverse lunge, tap, lift, tap, return. Reverse lunge, oh, tap, lift, tap. I think I went the opposite direction last time. It's not a big deal. Do your best to alternate. So I keep catching myself going to my left first. I did it that time. I have one hand holding the dumbbell and the other hand is bracing the dumbbell. So you're holding it right in the center. Drop in and switch. All right, hardest one in my opinion because it's smaller muscle groups. Option 1, I'm here. Tough position. So notice what's going on with my neck. My neck is long. I'm kind of looking in front of my toes. My knees are back. The weight slides behind the nape of the neck and elbows are tight in. I'm going to come in close to you. I can't look at the screen because then I'm in the way of my overhead, right? Other option, I hold the dumbbell at the sides. I press my arms straight, bend and press my arms straight. Meanwhile, I stay in my chair pose. 3, 2, that's the end of your first strength block. We move into core. So right now, just take a moment. You will need your mat. So I'm going to pull my mat back into the frame. We are facing the floor for all of our work. We're only on our hands for 1, okay? So we're going to start with a high plank. Pretty traditional core movement, and then we'll move into some a little more fun things. All right, so right now we're taking a little break. We have plank on our hands to start. In about 15 seconds, I'm going to show you what you're doing. Let me move my camera lens down just a smidge. Okay, so in your plank, hands stack directly underneath the shoulders. Then from here, I'm going to step in and back. All right, in and back. All right, timer starts in 3, 2, and begin. I started plank. I step the right knee in. I meet it with the left. Right comes back, left comes back. Then I step the left, right, left back, right back. Right, left, right, left, left, right, left, Right, it requires some thinking. Do your best. If you need to drop to the knees every time you bring the knees in, great. That's a beautiful starting spot. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. 3, 2, 1. Okay, set your knees down. Come down to the forearm of your left. Right fingertips are going to come behind the ear. I'm going to open up as wide as I can and twist through to round. Open, I'll show this to you face forward. And twist through. Open and twist. Open, wide open, twist through. The elbow actually comes on behind the tricep of my left. Open and twist. I'm on my knees. Open and twist. My forearm stays grounded on the left arm. All right, keep going with that. You've got 3 seconds till we switch sides. 2 and 1. Let's go over to the right. Elbow lifts and rotates. Lifts and rotates. Hi. You're directly in my way. I know, I love you. And then please don't put your butt in my face. Yeah, sounds like a Monday, right? Twist and open. Good. This is just, she just reminds me not to take myself too seriously. It's just the truth. But I don't want to be by her butt. So there's that. Twist through, open out. It's a big T-spine twist. Round the spine here, flex the spine. You've got 3. I know, you're very cute too. And 1. Okay, so now we're going to come down to the forearms here. Once you're on the forearm, both sides. What is this? Oh, that's right. We did this in the warm-up. Sorry, we're starting this one a little late. I'm rounding my spine. I'm actually tucking my chin, and the heels of my feet are pressing back. So I'm creating a domed back. I keep my elbows stacked directly underneath my shoulders. I'm tucking my chin down. So I'm looking at Asia. I'm looking at my heels. So I'm seeing my cat. That's it. Let's go for 10 more. Breathe in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so you made it through the first set. It's a lot on the arms, right? So think about how you stack yourself up for that, right? Because my hands are way out in front of here in my plank. It's going to be a lot harder on my shoulders to do this well, okay? So we're going to do that again. We're going to start in that high plank position. I'm going to show this to you facing directly on, starting in 3, 2, and 1. Now, feet are nice and wide apart. I bring the left knee in, bring the right knee in, left back, right back, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right. I'm not letting my knees drop to the mat. Let's see if you can see this head on here from the side. Left, right, left back, right back, squeeze your bottom. Right, left, right back, squeeze your bottom. Good. You don't have to move very quickly for this one, no matter what you're in plank, whether your knees are bent or straight. 3, 2, come on down to the right forearm. Left elbow, left twist. Keep your head moving along with the rest of the upper body. Showing this to you head on again. Lift. I'm really trying to rotate and twist through as if I'm trying to get the elbow between my forearm and the knee of the opposing side. Flexed back, rounded back. Flexed back. Emphasize the tucking, the pulling of the navel to the spinal column as I rotate over towards that right side of the space. Switch your sides. So now I'm back on this left forearm, like I started in round number 1, and I twist corner. Open and twist. Open. And here's the breath work. Inhale, exhale. Shh. Really emphasize that exhalation, that wringing out of the torso. Last but certainly not least, we've got that forearm plank coming. Right now, I want you to just keep on going with this. Reach and twist. I've officially given up my mat. White flag, right? This is 3, 2. Come on down to the forearms here. Feet back. Zip up your heels. Dome your back. Pull your navel in and find your breath work here. Neck is long. Let's tuck the chin. So as I tuck the chin, I'm really trying to get the chin to graze towards the chest. I'm doming my back. I'm separating my scapula from my spinal column here and hold still. Now, can you squeeze your seat muscles so you're not in like a dolphin pose, but more of still a plank and you're squeezing your tailbone towards your heels? Good, you got 9, 8, 7, 6, finishing core block in 3, 2, and that's your minute to rest, okay? So core block is over. We're gonna move into our next block, our 4th block, and that's strength. In this block, you will need your mat and you will need this thing right here, your mini band, if you have it. If you don't have a mini band, it's all good. No matter what, you're gonna get this work, I promise. So I'm gonna unravel my mat. So I've got optimal support underneath my hips. Band is gonna go at the thighs. You have 30 seconds remaining in your recovery. If you need a sip of water, please grab it now. It's a great time. Not on the knees. Here's my knees. It's on the thigh group, okay? I'll turn myself, what's the best positioning for this? Maybe I just have half my back, okay? So my heels are down, my hands are back, and I'm kind of leaning back. I'm gonna lift my left leg and slow release. And then I'm gonna lift my right leg and slow release. I think I'm lying to you. I am. You're only doing one side. Okay, so choose a leg. I'm gonna choose my left since it's the leg you can see. Lift off, starts in 2 and 1. Hold at the top, slow release. Oop, I wanted to do it. Just my left. Abs in, lower the leg. Abs in, so additional challenge, maybe my hands behind my head. I get lower belly with that, right? I think that the mat is not helping me for visualization. So my hands are behind me, just my left leg is lifting. I have a soft bend in that left leg, so I'm not locking the left knee. Switch it to the right, bending just a little bit. Lift your chest, move slow. So even if I didn't have a band, I could get my leg higher, and that means I have more time to lower the heel to the floor. Additional challenge, don't let it land. Good, belly in tight. Again, showing this to you from the side with the advanced positioning if you so choose to use it. I have a slight tuck of my seat. My tailbone is aiming towards my heel. Good, 9 more seconds. So what I love about this strength section is I'm getting core still. Good, this is 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, ooh. Come on down to your hips. So I'm gonna need my mat just a little bit for my hip and my forearm. My knees are bent in this fetal position. I'm gonna lift the knee, lift the heel, lift the knee, lift the heel. So knees connect, knees separate, knees connect, heels separate. I'll show this to you so you can see what's going on from the front. I open, I close, I lift, I lower. So I'm getting a rotation in that hip that's external and internal. Switch your side. I'm on my forearm, back foot or underneath. I'm glued with my heel of my bottom leg. That's my right leg. Lift that hip, lift that heel. Lift and heel. So I'm getting a rotation, internal and external. I know I just said that a moment ago, but if you don't feel much, maybe take an extra second with the leg lift and the heel lift, okay? No wrong answer here. It's a little a little different than our usual strength section. This is 2, and that's time. Okay, so you're gonna do that again. And of course, if you wanted to say maybe add ankle weights, that might be fun. So if you're like, this isn't very hard, I could do more work, I say add in what you want. For me, this is plenty. I'm gonna keep my band on for this. And I'm gonna do that advanced position again to show it to you. Make sure I'm staying in the frame, okay. We go in 3, right leg first, 2, and 1. I tuck my tailbone, right leg lifts. Maybe I bend and extend it, and I lower it with control. Same thing, I'm not letting it touch the floor. Lift, maybe I pull that knee in and I extend it and I lower, maybe I just hover it. Lift, I feel quad, I feel belly. I also feel work in my shoulders, but I think my shoulders are just tired. Maybe it's because my hands are there, right? So maybe I try this if my shoulders are really burned out, right? So it's about working smart. So my shoulders are tired and they need little breaks. Give them little breaks. You can change your positioning in the middle of the set. There's no rules. 3, 2, switch your leg. I don't know about you, that right leg started to feel it. Maybe I'll try that advanced positioning again. I'll drive that heel and release. I'm hovering it. Lift, bend, extend, and lower. I'm still tucking my seat, right? So if you've noticed yourself kind of leaning forward or you're really getting tired in your back, that's okay, but see if you can maybe lean back and really squeeze that seat musculature for some help. Lift, pull it in, release, repeat. Yes. Woo! This leg is definitely harder for me. So if you're on my camp with it, good. We are simpatico. This is 3, 2, and 1. I started this on the other side last time. I'm going to add into this. So this is what's happening this time. Hand behind the head. I lift, I lower, I lift and extend that hip. Open, close, lift, and push. Open, close, lift, and push. I'm adding that little leg extension in my rotation internally. If that's all just a bunch of nonsense to you, that's okay. Notice what's going on in the rest of the body. Try to move large and try to move slow. 3, 2, switch your sides. So now I'm on my left hip and left forearm. Right hand has the back of the head. I do my clamshell. I do my Lucky Charms kick. You know, sometimes that's just the way it goes, right? I have to find a fun name so I don't forget what that exercise is. With that heel internal rotation and kick. If this feels uncomfortable, go at a smaller range of motion. Maybe I don't even lift that knee. Maybe I just lift the heel like I did our first round of this. You got it, team. Finishing in 5, 4, 3, 2, and that is your strength block. For me, I'm going to take my mini band off. If you want to keep it on and you want to work with the mini band in the last cardio portion, you could. Yeah, I mean, you really could. I personally, I'm not going to. Maybe don't do it the first round and then see how you feel, maybe put it back on. All you need is you for this last block of work. So for me, my mat, I'll have folded in half because I will be on my knees for a hot second in the beginning. So maybe just have your mat nice and rolled up for the knees. And we're gonna get going here in 20 seconds. Let's cheers. Quick sip of water. Last 6 minutes of work, 3 minutes around. We're starting on the knees, right? If the knees are just getting not loving this, do it in a squat, okay? So I'm gonna sit back, bring my hands to my chest, cross and cross. Every time I rise, I twist, all right? Timer starts in 2, 1, here we go. If you get dizzy, I know I do, I will just continue to face forward and get that cross punch going. All right, I'll show this to you again from the side. I think it's helpful. Palms start right in front of that heart. You could guard your face instead if you want. This is 5, 4, we're standing up in 3, 2, rise to stand. Next activity, narrow squat, calf raise. Narrow squat, calf raise. I'm reaching my arms all the way to the sky. Okay, I'll show this to you from the front, from the side rather. I squat down. Now, if you're looking for a little more, we're gonna add a little twist. You're alternating that twist. As I come up, I know I'm a little out of frame. As I come up, I'm reaching one arm back and one arm forward, like a big torso twist, right? So instead of it being a closed twist, which is what we just did, it's an open twist. 3, 2, 1. Single leg balance. I'm gonna balance on my left foot first. It's gonna be a hop to a back kick. All right, I'll come back into the frame. Hop, kick, hop, kick, hop, kick. If I am not into the hop part, single leg balance, kick, stand, kick, and stand. Still plenty of cardio. It also has a pretty intense balance component to it. You're moving, hop it, kick it back. 3, 2, switch your feet. Right foot balances, hop, kick, hop, kick. Lean forward, you're like a pendulum. The more I can tip my upper body to the front, I give myself the opportunity to kick as high back as I can. Can I get my thigh parallel to the ground before I fall forward? Right, it's like a little happy balance between how far you can go before you fall. Woo. Trying to hop forward, but it's pretty hard. This is 3, this is 2, and that's your time, okay? All right, so yeah, I mean, you can put the band on. It might move on you on that back kick thing, so, you know, use your best judgment. We're gonna do that all one more time, and we'll call it, all right? So bring your mat back into the equation. It's the only thing we need it for. All right, maybe I guard my face. Maybe I just have my hands in front of my heart. I'm gonna sit back first. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Lift, cross, lift, cross. As I drive my hips. Maybe on the second round, if you wanted, you could grab a nice light set of dumbbells, maybe 2s or something for fun, and do a little weight work here with your cross jab. Your call. My knees are a little wider. My toes are together. So I know it's tough to see this with the mat. So it's, we're standing up next. Feet will be together. We'll work those inner thighs, lifting up into that calf raise, 2 and 1. Find your balance on your feet here. I'm gonna squat narrow. Try to find that moment of pause in the toes. Drop down from the side. And all of us have things we're really good at and things we're not. Calf raises, not great at it. So that's why I threw them in today, because I was like, well, let's do something that I'm not super great at. That's how you get better. 8 seconds. Squeeze those legs together as much as you can. It's hard, I just caught myself. This is 2 and 1. Single leg balance on the right. Hop, kick, hop, kick. Sometimes it just helps to look at something straight on. So if you're looking at something straight on, maybe you can keep that rhythm going. And you're landing really lightly in the ball of my foot. In the ball of the foot. Kick it back. A lot of single leg, a lot of single arm stuff today. So good for the body to do that asymmetry. How are you feeling? Check in from side to side. Good, 8. We're almost there. You got one more exercise going. 2, shake it off. Let's do the left leg. Last 45. Lift and kick it. Lift and kick it. Woo! Balancing on that left foot. Kick it back. Kick it back. Push through the heel of the foot, like you're trying to kick your door down with the heel, the entire heel of your foot. Nice, 25 seconds. Listen, finish line in 10. You can do it, you can do it. I mostly say that for me. I can do it. Finish line coming. 4, 3, 2, done. You're done. Okay. Make your way over to your playlist. Let's move it to that last track. Okay. Follow me around. Alrighty. Bring your feet wide. Just take a moment. Take your hands to your hips. Roll those shoulders back. Move the hips in a big circle. Did a lot of asymmetry. I just mentioned that. So by moving the hips in a circle, alternating that circle, we're getting that opportunity to check in on that internal, external rotation. How's it feel in the back? How's it feel in the legs? We're gonna go around in a circle one more time, both sides. We're gonna go around to the back, back through center, and around to the back, back through center. Bring the left foot in, grab for the right foot, hug the knee in. Really squeeze your glutes together. So you can really focus on nice tall frame, bringing that heel in super tight. I can always hold a wall for some help, right? So if I'm really struggling and I want to get that pelvic tuck, that's where I'm at. That's fine. Bring that knee back if you can. Switch your sides. And maybe you can just use your little cat scratcher tree, right? And tuck your tailbone, roll the shoulders back, squeeze your legs together. Take a deep breath into it. Nice quad stretch. We did some quad work, so they might feel it. Awesome. All right, so bring the heel down on the right. Shift your weight back. Maybe grab for the toe, right? So here I am, and maybe I'm not reaching for the toe. Maybe I'm going to take my hand to the other leg, and I'm going to twist open towards that right side. Bring out the right wrist. Yeah, rise it up. Let's switch. Heel digging down, toe lifting up, shift the body weight back, reach forward. Maybe I don't even hold my toe, maybe I'm holding my thigh, and I'm gonna open up on my left side. Bring out the wrist of the left. Yes. Rise it up. Final stretch. Bring your hands to your knees, shift your hips back. I'll show this to you in a little bit of profile. Roll the shoulders and drop into that right side. Maybe turn the head all the way over. And then drop into the left side. So showing this to you head on, my left shoulder dropping, and I look over the shoulder of the opposite. Come back through center one more time, right and left, more fluidly. Rise it up. Roll those shoulders back, give yourself a little hug. Roll those shoulders back, give yourself a little hug, and that's it. All right, stick around if you have questions. Patreon is live. So if you can't make Mondays, just want to let everybody know, these workouts will go live within 24 hours of my doing them. So I know a lot of people can't make Mondays. That's what I'm trying to make happen for people that can't make it anymore, but still want to work out. All right. So questions, let me know. New video on YouTube, those will always be free. Of course, this is donation-based class. That'll always be free. Okay. Not free unless you, oh, thanks, Holly. Good. That's what's up.